The Anti-Memetics Division, the story of the idea you cannot remember. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Genius Mind, the podcast where we explore the most fascinating ideas in science, philosophy, psychology, and fiction. Today's episode is about one of the most original works of speculative fiction ever written, the Anti-Memetics Division. Imagine a threat that cannot be photographed, recorded, or even remembered. The moment you stop looking at it, it disappears. Not from reality, but from your mind. How do you fight an enemy you can't remember exists? That is the central idea behind the Anti-Memetics Division. The story takes place within a secret organization dedicated to protecting humanity from anomalies that defy the laws of nature. But among all these dangers, one division faces the most terrifying enemy imaginable: information itself. In this universe, there are entities known as anti-memes. For those who may not know what a meme is, it is simply an idea that naturally spreads from one mind to another. A catchy song, a famous quote, or a powerful story can become a meme because people remember it and pass it on. An anti-meme is exactly the opposite. It actively prevents itself from being remembered. You can discover it, understand it, and then forget it moments later. You may even leave yourself notes, only to wonder later why you wrote them. Imagine solving the same mystery every single day, only to completely forget the solution before nightfall. This concept is not just a brilliant science fiction device. It encourages us to reflect on something profoundly real. How much of our reality depends on memory? Our identity is built from our memories. Our relationships exist because we remember the people around us. Knowledge survives because it can be passed from one generation to the next. Without memory, experience loses much of its meaning. Through this novel of QNTM, that philosophical question becomes a gripping story in which intelligence alone is not enough. The characters must constantly create systems, routines, and written reminders simply to continue fighting an enemy that erases itself from human awareness. What makes this work so compelling is that it changes the way we think about fear. Most horror stories feature monsters that we can see. Here, the true horror is uncertainty. Did you forget something, or did something make you forget? A subtle distinction, but a deeply unsettling one. The Anti-Memetics Division also reminds us that the most important truths are not always the easiest to see. In our own lives, the greatest obstacles are not always dramatic. Sometimes they are deeply rooted habits, unconscious beliefs, fears we have chosen to accept as truth, patterns that influence our decisions without us even realizing it. And yet, the message of the book is surprisingly optimistic. The human mind is remarkably sophisticated and possesses an extraordinary capacity to adapt. When memory fails us, discipline can take its place. When certainty collapses, curiosity continues to surprise us. And when the unknown seems overwhelming, perseverance becomes one of our greatest strengths. Perhaps the most profound question raised by this story is not whether anti-memes could truly exist. It is whether we already ignore essential truths simply because our minds have never learned to notice them. Maybe the greatest discoveries are not hidden somewhere in the world. Maybe they are simply hiding in plain sight. Thank you for listening to The Genius Mind. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share this episode with anyone who loves thought-provoking ideas. As a quote often attributed to Buddha says, "Do not believe everything you hear or see, even if I am the one telling it to you." Until next time, stay curious, keep asking questions, and continue exploring the extraordinary possibilities of the human mind. Take care.